hard questions to ask them. But anyways, the transition, TRS,
Mhm.
Jesse, I know that we're specifically talking about transitioning from the Marine Corps. We'll get to the hard questions here soon. But my first question for you, Jess, is how long was TRS for you when you transitioned out in 2013? You said
2020.
with 2020. I'm sorry, I apologize.
Yeah, no, you're good. It was a week long. It was a week long process in which we had an individual come in and talk to us about the transition process and what our resume should look like, and give us a bit of a basic breakdown of what interviews look like and how to go ahead and make ourselves employable to the workforce outside of the military. So I had
Nice.
a week's worth of information provided to me for the next chapter of my life.
Sweet. So I'm looking at what the TRS program, straight from Headquarters of the Marine Corps. The Transition Readiness Program ensures that Marines are prepared for the transition from military to civilian life and provides Marines and their families with the tools and resources needed to pursue the Department of Defense directed career readiness standards. So overall, what did it prepare you and your family for the transition to the civilian sector?
If I'm being honest, I'd have to say no. I don't think the TRS program had enough depth for where I was at in terms of the next stage of my life, right? I'm an individual that I think for the most part understood the basic concepts of a resume, understood the basic concepts of an interview. Being an 8412 is part of our training to understand the process of being able to sell ourselves to individuals to get parental consents, how to go ahead and get into schools, to navigate opportunities to go ahead and open up more doors for recruiting. So that to me seemed pretty easy. In fact, the course that we were taught was almost benign compared to what we have been exposed to. So I felt like in terms of actual preparation, it didn't really provide me any kind of real value in terms of what I wanted to do in the next chapter. And of course, when I actually got out, having to go ahead and learn things on the job as I was doing it.
Okay, interesting. So it said, the snippet said, and their families. Specifically with your family, did it provide a day for your family to come out and say, look, hey, this is what you got going on for, if you heard of links